I hereby call to order the January 18th, 2024 public hearing of the City of Prescott Board of Adjustments. Board members are present. Please state your name when I call your name. I'm Jim Lamerson. I'm the chairman. Tony Teeters.
Tony Teeters.
Tom Davis.
Tom Davis here.
Mary Frederickson.
Mary Frederickson here.
Miriam Haubrick.
Miriam Haubrick here.
Mark Hoekness.
Mark Hoekness here.
James Myers.
James Myers here.
Well, thank you all for giving us 100% today, and Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season, and your New Year is going to be very prosperous and uneventful from a negative perspective. So, who would like from the staff to lead what we're going to be doing here? I'm going to say that we have 7 board members present. It's going to take 4 votes. And the members of the public, if you request to speak, are going to have to state your name and for the record so that we know who you are. So if we needed to contact you later, we can do that. Okay, please put all your electronic devices on hold so we're not interrupted. So, okay.
Next.
I would like Tony Teeters to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have approval of the November 16th, 2023 Board of Adjustment meeting minutes.
Mr. Chair. Mark Hoekness here, and I move to approve the minutes as submitted.
Do I have a second?
James Myers, I'll second that.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor of approving the minutes as submitted, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say aye. Not hearing any, the minutes are approved unanimously.
Okay. So the next agenda item is a request for a variance to Article 3, Section 3.3.F, SF 35 minimum setbacks of the Land Development Code to allow a reduction of the required 12-foot side setback by 7 feet to allow for a 5-foot side setback for a new garage on a 0.51 acre parcel. The subject property is located in an SF 35 zoning district. It's right on the edge of the City of Prescott boundary. There's only about 7 houses that are the SF 35, which requires 12-foot side setback. As you see to the north, it's SF 9, and those residents would only require a 7-foot side setback. So kind of give you a context of the area. So this area, if you see it, there's like this little strip there on the north. That area was part of a right-of-way, and then there was a 30-foot right-of-way. This is property. It is part of his property, and now he's wanting to propose a detached garage in that area due to other constraints on the property. This is just kind of show you, we did send notices out to the property owners within 300 feet. The light blue parcels around on the map show that other parcels in the area that have gotten variances. We didn't look them up to see what the variances was, but it's just to show you there have been other variance requests in the area. The applicant did provide 3 letters of support from adjacent property owners. This is a site plan that was from their building permit. It kind of showed the topography and the rock outcroppings and others issues with the property. We also have a sewer line that comes from the northeast there, comes down to the house, and it actually runs adjacent on the on this side of the house where the proposed garage is being proposed. So on the site plan here, it had a 7-foot 3-inch side setback that you show there, which still requires a variance because it's supposed to be 12 feet. And And then the applicant in his request, this was a site plan. It wasn't in your packet, but it kind of showed a little bit more of the details. They're asking for a 5-foot side setback, and there's a couple of reasons why. One is the sewer line does go adjacent to the house, so they're trying to stay away from that sewer line. The second thing is the fire department. This is in our urban wildland interface area, and it does require a 10-foot building separation. So if here that shows it be 8 foot, but according to their plans, they're already with the 7-foot setback. They're at 8 feet, but if we give them the 5-foot setback, it gets them to meet that 10-foot building separation from the house. So they are asking for 5 foot, one to stay away from the sewer line that goes adjacent between the house and the proposed garage, and second to meet the fire department requirements of a 10-foot building separation. And all the other utilities come from the south side, which won't impact the garage. It's that sewer line there that comes adjacent to the house there. This kind of shows the property, and the proposed kind of location is probably about where that trailer is, about where the garage would go. And then this shows the house and kind of shows the terrain of the property. There is a lot of rock outcroppings and trees on the property they're trying to preserve and maintain. And this is the access, which is on the north side of the property. It is at a dead-end street, so it doesn't really impact anybody else in the area for that garage. This is on a dead-end street, and then there's no public access through that abandoned right-of-way. So the applicant did provide 3 letters of support with the packet. We did get an additional letter of support that was in your packet. And then we got 1 letter of opposition. It just said from residents in the area concerned that it's blocking a trail. This is private property. There's no trail through there. And I think that was really it. So that concludes my presentation. They are asking for the 5-foot side setback to maintain the separation from the sewer line and to meet the 10-foot fire district separation requirements.
And push this. There it is. Thank you. You did a good job in presentation.
Thank you.
Board members, is there discussion?
Tammy, this is Mary Fredrickson. I just had a question. Historically, is there a reason why this particular little group of 7 residences are zone SF35 with the larger setback required as opposed to the surrounding? Is there a reason for that?
The only thing I could think of is when it was annexed into the city of Prescott, that was a similar zoning that was similar to the county zoning. So when we annex property into the city of Prescott, we choose the closest zoning that maintains that same lot size and setbacks. And unless they asked for a rezoning, they wouldn't have rezoned it. So the only thing I could think of is that it was maintaining the similar as it was in the county, and they didn't ask for a rezoning.
Thank you. And just a second question, although I don't give much credence to a letter for opposition that is only signed by concerned citizens, whoever they might be, nonetheless, they did reference the trail that you also referenced. So that brought a question into my mind. You kind of answered it in that the trail isn't really there, although the picture that showed the driveway said something about the Kopavi Trail.
But that's the name of the street.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
But this used to be city right-of-way, so it could be people used it in the past. But once it was abandoned and sold to the adjacent property owners, then it becomes private property.
Thank you. So there may be people in the area who think it's still a trail available to them, but it's not.
Correct.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Any more from the board?
Mr. Chair, Mark Oakness.
Okay, Mark, just before I do, though, I have a item of protocol that I forgot to welcome our Councilman Ted Gambogi. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In the area that is zoned differently, if you could go to that picture. Yeah. Are any of the, I guess, one other lot is does not have a structure on it?
I'm sorry. Oh, one of the lots adjacent to
Yeah,
this?
in the SF35, it's built out except it looks like one lot.
Yes, that's what it looks like.
And no issues with that one lot from the current owner?
No, I think they actually got a letter of support. Oh no, sorry, that was the adjacent property. We didn't hear from that property owner.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Any more discussion from the board?
Mr. Chairman, Tom Davis. Tammy, just a clarification, those blue X's or blue crosses are the letters of support,
Yes.
folks? Okay. The other thing is, I wonder if you could go to the next picture, next.
No. Oh, okay. Can you please microphone? Yeah, I pushed on the button.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, it's okay.
I thought I did. There's an RV there. Is that the site of the garage?
That's the approximate location, probably where the garage is going to go.
Okay, all right. And the last thing is if I get this right, it's a separate building. There's no. One of my first thoughts was, why isn't this attached to the home? But what you're saying is that it's detached mostly due to the sewer line that's going.
Well, it's proposed to be a detached garage. There's terrain issues in that area. If we look at that house, if you can see, the house is further up the hill.
Yeah.
So I don't think they would be able to attach it because they'd have to build it up pretty high. And then also, like I said, you have the sewer line that goes through there in that area, so they can't go over that.
And so it's possible then that the structure that we're talking about may be within the 7 feet that's shown. In other words, the structure might be 5 feet back from the property line.
Yes, and they need to move it 2 feet over to maintain the 10-foot building separation. So if we look at this site plan, it shows it at exactly 8-foot building separation there. So they need to move it 2 feet over to maintain the 10-foot building separation required for the fire department.
Okay, so that's not just a possibility, that's a done deal.
That's required,
It's
by the
required.
fire department
Okay, all right,
because it's within the urban wildland interface, the WUI.
right. Got it, thank you.
Thank you for your discussion on that item. Is there any more comments from the board? Not hearing any. I'm open for a motion.
Mary Frederickson, I'll move to recommend approval of the variance request V23-017 as submitted.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Tom Davis, I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Would you all signify by saying aye in
Aye.
favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? The variance issue passes unanimously from the board. Do we have anything else that you would like to discuss today?
No, we'll more than likely have a meeting next month. We may have 2 items at this time, so just to let you know, the heads up.
Oh boy, I'm excited. How about you guys? So, thank y'all for being here. We're adjourned.